What's up, Alfred? How you doing? You always seem to be the first one on. Yeah, this is really off a whim. I didn't really from Canada. Okay. I didn't really plan this. I'm just on break, and I'm like, you know what? I figured I'd just jump on here. You never know who can pop on. So I figured I'd come on here real quick just to talk. Just do a quick live. I'm on break at work, so I just figured I'd come on here and just see what's going on, really, with anything. So, yep, working Sunday, winning at 4 a.m. this morning, getting off at 2. Then later on, driving down to Florida for vacation, going to Daytona Beach. I'm ready for that. So ready for that. So, man, for some reason, it won't let me rotate the camera. Like, it's weird. Yeah. So, it was cool last week to be able to do a live. I did a live with Ed. Am I putting anything on TikTok? No, I'm not. I'm not a TikTok person. I'm not really a big social media person. I have Instagram and Facebook, but I don't really do social media. Social media to me is just, it's not my thing. I have it, but it's mostly just for family. I don't really have friends on YouTube or anything on any of those platforms. But no, what I was about to say is it was cool last week doing a live with Curtis through Curtis's Simpkins channel with Ed and Curtis and Joseph, and I think the Elvis Cup guy showed up. So that was really cool. So if Curtis sees this, I really want to thank him for having me on his channel, inviting me to do the live. I really do appreciate that. I have a lot of fun. I wish I can be part of more of them. Anytime I can, I will. Whatever, there's not a schedule conflict. So, but yeah, and I appreciate people viewing my review of the Elvis on Tour box set. Very successful video. I really want to thank everybody for that. I think I have like, I want to say 1,400, or wait, something like that. It's a lot of views in that video. I know it's definitely at least 1,000. So I really appreciate everybody really receiving that video good. It did a really good job for me. And I just did a video that premiered yesterday at midnight. I did my little sealed reveals of some Elvis albums I found sealed. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. So yeah. Anything exciting going on in the music world of my favorite artists? Anything new about leaving Ronnie Tuff off the credits? No. I don't think they're gonna do nothing about that. I mean, I think it was just a mistake. There's a lot of Elvis titles I get, and what's up, Marcus? How are you? There's a lot of Elvis titles I get, and if you look really thoroughly, man, you'll find a lot of mistakes. Even when I'm ripping it to my computer, like for example, one of the Sessions box sets that came out was either Potluck or the Lost Sessions or something. I was putting it on my computer, and the titles are messed up. I think I was going through this tracks, which I know how they are with these Elvis releases. They're not thorough with checking for mistakes. Some of the takes were messed up on the titles of the tracks when I was putting it on my computer, or stuff is even spelled wrong, like where it says take one, it said Tails one. So I don't know. They're just careless with that stuff. It's really a shame. You know, you pay all that money for that stuff, and there's mistakes, and people should be credited. Like Ronnie Tutt, they're not credited because of dumb mistakes. I don't think they did it on purpose. It just happens to be him that got left off, which I think is horrible. Seeing also that he's passed away, and he's probably I think he's the most recent passed away band member of Elvis. So I think that's why a lot of people are like, "What the hell?" Which really is kind of messed up. So, yeah. But it's only about money. You can say that again, Marcus. Of course, that's all it is about money. And that's why I said in the end of my Elvis on Tour review video, they're gonna milk out, whatever material is left. So I can almost guarantee you this isn't the last we've seen of Elvis on tour. I'm sure they're going to do something with all the rest of the rehearsals. There's a lot of rehearsals that are unreleased. So, yep, there's always a release. But as far as new Elvis releases go, I did pre-order the new live set 1972 that's coming out in March. It's basically a highlights for the Elvis on tour box set. I did order that. I I look forward to getting the record store day of the on tour rehearsals from record store day, which is in April. Yeah, it's in April. I think it's like April 22nd. I did not order any new FTDs. I did not order any new FTDs. I don't ever order the vinyl because I don't own any of the vinyls. Because I'm OCD. I'm a completist. If I don't have all of them, I feel like I have to get all of them. So I'm not even gonna try collecting the FTD vinyls. I touched it on some other videos I had, and I didn't order the new live release. I don't order really. I'm very selective with the live releases from FTD only because, for the most part, Elvis's shows are the same. I mean, let's be real. There's just cool shows here and there. I'm not saying it's not a good show or he doesn't sound good. They're just relatively the same. So yeah, just stuff to collect. And actually, I am going to Memphis again next month. I'm going from the 17th, March 17th to the 19th. A quick trip. Me and my girlfriend's going. I just went in November with my mom and my mother and my daughter. Because my daughter's obsessed with Elvis now. My gosh, it's hilarious. I mean, but she was about my age. I was about her age when I got into Elvis. So it's really cool to see that she's in Elvis. If you guys can do me a favor, whoever's in here, if you guys can just hit the like button, it'll get more people. It'll get more appeal to other people. They can see this video. So I really appreciate if y'all do that. Speaking of that, I want to thank you for whoever just did a thumbs up. I really want to thank all my new subscribers. I've been getting a lot of subscribers, and I'm glad to be back doing YouTube. I'm gonna start doing it more often. I'm very, very happy to be back. So yeah, and hopefully my channel now will keep growing. But it stopped for a while because I didn't do a lot of videos, and it's understandable because I just been so busy. I was just so busy all the time, and I just took time for myself. Every once in a while, I feel like it's good to do that. So yeah. Hey John, I know you're a big George Michael fan. I've just bought Listen Without Prejudice on eBay. Good album. Listen Without Prejudice is a great album. Who was that? I just said that. Paul. Okay, yeah, Paul. Good choice. All of George Michael's albums are really great. Okay, now I can't get this stuff to go away. Okay. Okay, it just went away. Yeah, Listen Without Prejudice, great album. I didn't, Faith overshadows a lot of George Michael's albums, but gosh. Listen Without Prejudice was just Faith was amazing, don't get me wrong. Great pop album of its time. But Listen Without Prejudice was just a big step for George Michael. Very mature album. My favorite song on there, which was a song I never really cared about, but it's a great song, is Cowboys and Angels. Love that song. The meaning behind it, just everything. He did great songwriting. I heard the first time Monkey on Your Back. Oh, the song Monkey from George Michael. That's a good song. There's a meaning behind that song too, but it's when people just hear monkey, they're like, monkey, why can't you set your monkey free? What do you mean? Just look up what the song means. He has very good storytelling, very good songwriting. George Michael was a great singer-songwriter. And George Michael is nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I voted for him. Hopefully he wins. So, hope he does. But, yeah. Somebody just asked if I'm a country music fan. Yeah, I'm a fan of country. I do like country. I enjoy it. My fave is Waiting for the Day. That's a good song. For some reason, That's a great song. I love that song. But I like the whole album. But one song I think there's, I gotta say, is really unappreciative on "Listen Without Prejudice" is "Cowboys and Angels." It's just a great song. So yeah, 6 people in here. Awesome, cool. But yeah, man, if anyone has any questions or want to talk about anything real quick, I'm all for it. What else do I have going on? There's nothing new in the Prince world as far as music releases right now. They've been very quiet for a while. There's nothing for Record Store Day, which I'm very shocked. Um, hopefully they'll have it. Hopefully Prince will have a release soon. I gotta say I'm more excited with Prince releases because Prince is, of course, he died more recently than Elvis, so there's been a lot of great new releases all the time of Prince going on. I think the rumor is Diamonds and Pearls is going to be next as far as his albums go. Probably a big super duper deluxe edition. And as far as Michael Jackson goes, nothing really exciting. I know I didn't do a review of the Thriller 40 of Michael Jackson. It came out in November last year. I may go back and do a review of it. So I don't really want to give my opinion on that. Um, but yeah, man, 7 people. I'm happy. Hey, what's up, man? I know it's completely off topic, Elvis, but do you have Prince Forever on vinyl? Just bought it on eBay for a steal price. I was wondering what you thought about the album. If you got Prince the Forever set on vinyl, it goes for a lot of money now. So if you got it for a steal, good for you. It's it can't it you don't come by it doesn't come by cheap anymore. It goes for at least $100 now. I was fortunate to get mine at a good price too. What do I think about the Prince Forever set? It's all right. The mastering is good. There's some odd single edits on there. I gotta say, like the single edit of "Let's Go Crazy," I'm not really a fan of. Um, there was a few little unreleased things on it. If you read the book that comes with it, or if you have the CD version, if you read the CD version, there's some previously unreleased edits of some Prince songs on that release. But for the most part, it's a pretty damn good release. That release at the time, I think it came out in 2017 ish or 2018. It was just a money grab of another greatest hits package of his stuff I already have elsewhere. But some of that stuff was only available. Some of those edits were only available on vinyl officially. So it's cool to see that stuff released on CD because it was also released on CD. But yeah, Prince Forever, pretty good set. It goes for a lot of money now. If you got it for a steal, good for you. Because I know people who still want that who's big Prince collectors. If I had to choose only one artist, who would you choose between Elvis, Prince, and or Michael? Oof. I'll be honest with you. It would be between Elvis and Prince, and Michael not so much. I love Michael, always have, always will, but I just don't gravitate to his music as much as I used to anymore. So I'm thinking about changing my YouTube name. But I love Michael. Don't get me wrong. It would actually probably be between Elvis and Prince, and I don't know who, because Prince is God, he's amazing, and but Elvis is amazing in his own right too. But of course, if you look at talent wise, and I know I'm gonna hurt people's feelings, and plus, as big as an Elvis fan I am, Prince I think was of course a lot more talented. He had the gift of writing songs, great musician, great producer, great songwriter, uh, great showman. But Elvis is a lot of great things too. His charisma was amazing. He was an entertainer too. He was a great entertainer. Even though he didn't write songs, he appealed in a lot of other ways of his talent. So I like them both. Those are the two guys. They're in my top. They're my top guys. Of course, Michael's up there. Um, who else? George Michael's up there for me. Michael Johnson. Sorry, I just woke up. Hey, man. Lucky you, you get to sleep in. Um, but those are some of my favorite singers. But I mostly listen to R&B music. If anyone knows me personally, I listen to a lot of R&B mostly. Uh, that's my favorite genre to listen to. Even though on here I have a lot of Elvis stuff, especially Elvis, and then Prince. Not so much Michael on my channel, but hopefully, I'm gonna try touching on a lot of stuff. In your opinion, was Tom Parker not a net? Was a or negative concerning? Was basically Tom Parker? Was he negative for Elvis or positive? Eh, Tom Parker. He, I think in the beginning he was good for Elvis. Colonel Tom Parker. He got him started, got him on television, got him in the movies, made him big. But after a while, I think that Elvis should have left him sometime in the early '60s, no later than the mid '60s. But after that, Elvis was just a bank to him for the rest of his life, for the most part. But definitely great for the beginning of his career. But you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? Elvis should have, stood up for himself and done something about it. Although I'm a big Elvis fan, but I think that Prince just steals it. Yeah, yeah, Paul, I can agree. But it's very hard for me because I love those guys equally, no matter how you look at it, even though Prince is on another level, nobody can touch that guy. Prince is the ultimate everything, I think. And I was lucky to see Prince in concert twice. I know people have seen Prince in concert like 20 times, people who are older than me. I know one guy who was a huge Prince fan. He saw him like 20 times. He saw him in Miami at one of the nightclubs that he owned, at one of the Glam Slam clubs that Prince owned, and he had all the bootlegs you can think of. I'm not a bootleg guy, but yeah. Lennon said, "Without Elvis, there would have been nothing, as far as rock and roll." Yeah, Elvis was the face of rock and roll for the most part. But there was a lot of other good rock and roll stars. The other ones, I enjoy early rock and roll more than like '60s music, because those are the guys that paved the way for the Beatles. Like people like the Beatles, they looked up to Chuck Berry and Elvis, and a lot of people were inspired by Muddy Waters, Little Richard, those guys, Bo Diddley. You know, Guys like that paved the way for the Stones, the Beatles. They enjoyed these guys when they were coming up, and they were their heroes. Even stuff into the '70s like Bruce Springsteen, Howlin' Wolf. Yeah, Howlin' Wolf's a good one. Bill Haley and the Comets is a good one. Yeah, I love early rock and roll. I just think it's great. I went through a huge Chuck Berry phase, and actually, I wish I appreciated him more when he was alive. After Little Richard died, I listened to his music. B.B. King, yes, that's another good one. I started listening to Little Richard's music more after he passed away. God, that guy had a powerful voice. Great voice. Um, but yeah, I enjoy B.B. King. I enjoy Muddy Waters. I remember when B.B. King was alive, I had a chance to see him in concert. I remember it was like for his 80th birthday at the time. Should have went. Didn't get to go. I don't know why I didn't go. I think I was in high school still, and I probably just couldn't afford to go. But yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be in Florida. I'm leaving for Florida tonight, like I said earlier in my chat. Little Richard was a pioneer of rock and roll. Damn straight he was. Little Richard was amazing. Um, he's from Macon, Georgia. He's from Georgia. He was from Macon, Georgia. He always talked about that. I feel like every time he was in an interview, he was like, "I was that little boy from Macon, Georgia." You know. Actually, speaking of Little Richard and Macon, Georgia, because I live in Georgia, my mom's boyfriend, he's from Macon, and we went to Macon, and I saw actually the old uh, Greyhound station, a bus station. Was it a bus station or a train station? I can't remember. But anyways, Little Richard was a cook, when he was coming up, before he was famous. He worked there, and I saw the building. So I thought that was really cool. Because I remember seeing it somewhere, and then me and my mom, we were driving through Macon, This was sometime last year, I think, or a year or two ago. And I said, that's probably where, I think that's where Little Richard, came up. The building's still there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Mm, so, good stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to be in Florida. There's a really good record store near my mom's house where she lives now. And it's called Rainbow Records. It's in Daytona. Great record store. I got a lot of good Elvis the past couple times I've been, and other artists too. Actually, somebody was talking about George Michael earlier. I found a beautiful original copy of George Michael's "Listen Without Prejudice" in the shrink with the hype sticker. Bought it. I got it for like $30. Georgia wasn't kind to him or Ray Charles. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, the racial stuff that was going on, especially in of course, in the South. Uh, they weren't good to them. There's no arguing that. It's a shame because Ray Charles was amazing too. I remember I went through a little Ray Charles phase. It's like when I discovered an artist, especially when I was younger, like when I was a teenager. Really, after I discovered Elvis, I started discovering other music, and I started discovering. I would discover somebody, and I would indulge myself in their music for a period. And I remember I did that with Ray Charles. I did that with. I remember I went through a huge um, Jimi Hendrix phase. Oh my gosh. I went through a huge Jimi Hendrix phase. I went through a huge Led Zeppelin phase. This is like when I was in high school. But yeah. So what's everybody got going on today? I told you all my plans. What are y'all doing? Or is there anything in the music world y'all are excited about? Yeah, Daytona. Playing some Elvis. What Elvis are you playing, Marcus? I mean, I'm tired. When I get home, before I get on the road, man, I'm gonna take a nap. So I had to wake up at 2:30 this morning to be to work at 4. Not fun. But very soon I'm gonna be close to home, and I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna start calling these lives. If I start doing lives on my break, start calling it the Car Chronicles. Elvis Harem Scarum movie soundtrack. Okay. You don't hear a lot of people choose that. That's good though. I mean, there's some hidden gems on each soundtrack of Elvis. Smoking some ribs and getting ready for a Daytona party. Oh, ain't it? I think the Daytona 500s. That's today, isn't it? NASCAR. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I heard because we're going to Daytona, and they're like, you may hit some traffic from the Daytona 500. I don't think so, but wow, Marcus, that's your favorite soundtrack. That's cool. Okay, it is today. Hmm. If I had to choose a soundtrack of Elvis that a lot of people wouldn't choose, hmm. There's a lot of people wouldn't choose Harris Graham. So I think that's a very unique choice. Um, I think the best song on there was "So Close Yet So Far Away from Paradise." Beautiful song. For me, I think that's a beautiful song. Hmm. It was usually the bonus songs in the soundtracks that were good. Like there was a lot of good bonus things on Clambake that was actually not bad. But I'm listening to Elvis XM radio while smoking ribs. Nice. After watching your video on the 50th anniversary of That's the Way It Is, I was inspired to buy it. It cost me as much as my car. Well, I'm glad I inspired you to buy it. It costs more than your car. Are you talking about the FTD release there, Slim? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's a very expensive release now. There's nothing worth listening to in today's music charts. Paul, I wouldn't say that. There's a few new artists I gravitate to. Okay, yes, okay, yeah, it costs a lot of money, but it really is. It's a good release of all those rehearsals of that's the way it is. But going back, someone said there's not music that's worth a damn today. Basically, I can disagree on that a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. Uh, I think that the music today is very. It's all just crossover pop. You know, there's. I do like some new music. All of it, no. I'm selective with rap. I like a few rap artists. Like I love Kendrick Lamar. As far as the newest, I would say I like Kendrick Lamar the most. He's really like the only current rapper I really like. Um, there's all these other ones I like. They're not new anymore. Like Childish Gambino. He doesn't even rap anymore. Uh, I gotta say, I never thought I'd say this, but my girlfriend's really into Harry Styles. His album's really good. I gotta say, his album, it's a very catchy, good pop album. I mean, it was a. I'm not a fan of Harry Styles, but it wasn't a bad album. I did sort of enjoy it. Do you enjoy the soundboard recording releases? I have a few. I don't have many. Maybe I'll do a video showing my soundboards I have of Elvis, like bootlegs on the line along the lines of bootlegs. Because I have some FTDs. I have some of the Memphis Recording Service ones. But yeah, so. But yeah, new music. A lot of it's just crossover pop. Is crossover pop or is hip hop? I mean, those are I think the biggest genres today. Obviously. Um, so yeah. I also listen to BB King's Bluesville and Tom Petty's Buried Treasure on XM Radio. Yeah, Tom Petty was good. That's another one. Tom Petty. I didn't appreciate him until he passed. I listened to some of his stuff and I'm like, wow, he sung this, he sung that. Um, I was surprised at how many songs I did know of his after he passed. I know a person who saw Tom Petty in concert. Heard he was heard he was a great concert to go see. I like to go see the legends. The last show I saw was the last concert I've been to was last September, and I saw Alicia Keys, and that was great. She's one of my favorite artists too, actually, as far as female goes. I recently picked up the Elvis 1970 rehearsals by Memphis Recording Service on vinyl. It's good. Yeah, I'm sure it's like a highlights of that release is like the highlights of that FTD box set. You can kind of call it that. That was super expensive, which I can't believe I bought. I also bought the Jailhouse Rock book with the complete Jailhouse Rock sessions. I know a couple other people that have it. It really is a great set. Beautiful books. So yeah, that's probably gonna go up in price eventually too. But I was talking about this the other day in one of my lives, or I was talking in a live I was in last week with a few other YouTubers, and I thought about selling my music collection. I'm not 100% on it. I don't think I'll do it anytime soon, but I can see me selling my collection sooner than later because I've been doing it so long. I've been collecting for 13 years. I already started selling off my CD collection of a lot of stuff, except for my favorite artists. I actually have an eBay store. If you guys don't know already, I just got the stereo 57 stereo essential Elvis yesterday on vinyl. Oh, nice. That's a good release. I have that. I actually have that version. I have that release, but it's sealed. I haven't opened it. But anyways, but yeah, I've been selling off a lot of my. I'm starting with my CD collection and my movie collection, selling off about I would say 80% of both of those. I'm doing really good with selling my CD collection because I have an eBay store. In case you guys don't know, if you look in my recent videos, all the links are in the description. And if you are interested in something in my store, if you go on there and look, I also have my email on there. You can email me directly. If you're interested in anything, maybe and you can make an offer on something I have, and we can see if we make a deal. And I prefer Zelle for payment, but I will do PayPal, but I do prefer Zelle. So just let y'all know. And I don't just have Elvis stuff on there. I got other artists. It's just stuff I bought. I had in my music collection. Stuff when I was in high school. When I used to get paid on Friday, man. The first place I used to go was Best Buy to get all the new CD releases. I'm mainly a vinyl collector, but have a ton of CDs. I I guess I'm mainly a vinyl collector, but I don't even collect. I honestly, truly don't buy a lot of vinyl anymore, because all the stuff I have left that I want to buy is hard to find stuff and pricey, and I really don't care about shopping online. Very rarely I buy anything on eBay and Discogs. I used to buy a lot on eBay, but again, stuff I need is very rare or it's very pricey. If I run into it, cool. If I don't, that's okay too. Because I have a strong collection. I'm very fortunate with the stuff I do have in my collection. So I can't complain. Can't complain at all. But yeah. And I've ran into rare stuff these past couple of years. And stuff that I never thought I'd see. And if I know it's stuff I'm not going to see, I usually try to buy it right then and there, because even with prints, I have some really rare print stuff that I ran into. One thing I really regret not getting at Prince is I saw it, and I'll probably never see it ever again. It's literally a once in a lifetime release. It was ridiculous. Um, I can see them doing a record store day release of the release I'm talking about maybe one day. So what time is it? I gotta look. Damn. Hold on a second, people. Time out. I'll tell you what, I'll wait till his 40, 35, or 40 minutes. And then I will go back. Okay, maybe I can get the viewers back up. I apologize. I accidentally closed the window and I'm like, oh man, I guess my live stream's over, but that's not the case, actually. So, sorry. Yeah, but again, I really enjoyed doing that live with Curtis and Ed and Joseph. Um, it was very cool because I need to do that SteamYard. I think it's called SteamYard, that you do multiple. You do a live chat with multiple people. That was really cool. I really enjoy that. They're great guys too. I wish I could meet some of these guys in person. So they're good. They're good people. Good people. So SteamYard, StreamYard. Okay, it's called StreamYard. I knew it was SteamYard, some shit like that. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying before I messed up my phone. But yeah, I'll stay on here for 5 more minutes. So if anyone has anything to say or ask or anything, speak now or forever hold your peace. But yeah, boy, I can't wait to leave. Thank you, Marcus. You have a great day. Good talking to you. Where's my name tag? Here it is. Mr. Manager. Where do I work? Let's just say I work in retail. Not fun. Not fun at all. So it's not. It's not. Retail's not the life. Put it that way. Don't like what I do. It pays the bills though. I get paid pretty good for what I do, so it pays the bills. But actually, Friday's my last day here, and they're moving me to another location, which I'm happy because this place I work at is insanely busy. And I'm going to a lot slower and a lot closer to home, so I'm very happy about that. I thought the Elvis film was a little hard on Vernon as portrayed. What do I think? Yeah, they made Vernon look like kind of like an idiot. Like making him like he was really dumb. Which I thought was I mean, it didn't bother me too much. I love that movie. But yeah, there was little things here and there. Of course, was it perfect? No. I'll tell you what, though, it wasn't. Of course, we all know it wasn't necessarily historically accurate, and it did make him look like a pushover too. Yes, Marcus. Um, but I tell you what, I can accept the fact that it wasn't accurate because the way it was shot, the sets, the costume, the makeup, the hair, everything was just spot on and amazing. So I can accept the fact it wasn't historically accurate now. And plus, if Austin Butler didn't play a good job, if he didn't do a good job as Elvis, I probably wouldn't have liked the movie. I probably would have been like, man, this sucks. But and between the way it was shot and all that, and the way Austin Butler portrayed Elvis, great movie. I thought it was a great movie. And it's not really a biography. It's basically through the Colonel's eyes. So, you know, it. Yeah, I mean, like we all like for example with the whole when he's singing "Trouble" on stage in 1956. Trouble wasn't even out yet. They just used it for the context of that scene, and Elvis never performed Trouble live in the 50s, in the 1950s. So it didn't make sense, but it fit the scene, if that makes sense. So it was cool to watch, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought it was a great movie. Was it like a 10 out of 10? No, but I would give it like a good 7 or 8. It was a good movie. And I watched it multiple times, and each time I watched it, I noticed something or heard something I didn't see before. I probably seen it about I probably watched it almost 10 times. Yep, eight Oscar nominations. It's bound to win something. It's gonna win something. Will it win Picture of the Year? I don't know what he's up against. I know they're up against that whale movie from I think Brandon Fraser. That's getting a lot of publicity. I don't know what else is in that category, but I mean, you never know. It may win. Who knows? So yeah, it'd be cool. I would just love, and I just like everyone else, I would love to see them do something. I remember Baz Luhrmann said something about coming out with like a different cut of Elvis on tour with the Elvis on tour footage, kind of like what they did with That's the Way It Is in the early 2000s. That'd be cool. And I think Baz Luhrmann would probably do an amazing job. He's an amazing filmmaker, anyways. So, and I think that was a good person for the job to do the Elvis movie. Best actor, I hope. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if they at least won that. But Austin Butler deserves it. God, he killed it. I'm curious to see what he does next in his career. But sometimes, it's and I hope it doesn't happen to him. I just feel like sometimes when certain actors peak like that, and they get such a huge role, and that's all they're known for. And he's been in a lot of things. All right, thanks, Slim. I appreciate it. Um, he's been in a lot of things before this movie, like TV wise, and a few movies. Of course, this is his biggest role. Hopefully, this I would hate for this role to define him, because he's probably a really good actor, and I think that's sad when it happens to some actors and actresses out there. But it may be a role he'll just be remembered for, kind of like with, even though Tom Cruise had a huge career, He's known for multiple movies. He's known for Mission Impossible, Top Gun. He has some fan favorites. Like he was in Outsiders. Hopefully he has a career like that. Or like Johnny Depp. Like Johnny Depp has a lot of, he done a lot of diverse films. I'm a huge Johnny Depp fan, or was more of a huge Johnny Depp fan. I used to really watch all his movies all the time. Again, I indulged myself in Johnny Depp. That guy was bad, especially after Pirates of the Caribbean. He was huge. But anyways, so. But yeah, Austin Butler, I think he's a great actor. Because I seen another movie with him. It was before Elvis. What was it called? It had Russell Crowe in it. He didn't play a big part. Damn. I think it was Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling was in it. Hollywood something. Can't remember. But yeah. Remember seeing him in that, I think. I'm pretty sure that was a movie. Oh. Anyone else have anything else to say? Anybody? If not, I'll probably leave in a few minutes. Give me like 2-minute warning. Damn, I just dropped my name tag. Oops. I'll get it in a minute when I get out of the car. So. But I'm probably going to delete this chat. I'm not going to keep it up. This chat is just a random thing. So I'll just do that. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. And I hope everyone's doing good out there. Have a good Sunday. Weather's starting to get warmer here in Georgia. We're about to go into spring. I don't like the spring. Mark! Oh, man, Mark, you just came on now. Damn. I'm about to leave, man, and you're on here. Damn. I would have loved to talk to you more. But, Mark, me and you, live chat soon, okay? I'm ready. Ready for it, man. We'll be in touch. Please. So I really enjoy your channel. You have a good channel. You have good stuff. Good collection you got. I would like to see more of your collection. And I can show you my collection too. Like if we do a chat together. So. I enjoyed your chat the other day with. I wish I could have been a part of it with Curtis. You and Curtis and Joey. Yeah, that was a good chat. I wanted to pop on so bad, but I was in a public place. I was eating. It was loud as hell in there. There was crying kids around me, like in other booths. I'm like, oh my gosh, man. I was talking to my girlfriend sitting across from me. I'm like, damn, I wish I can jump on this right now. So I'd love to talk to Mark. So good stuff. But yeah. But hopefully I can catch you even on someone else's live. But yeah, me and you, man, we'll have our own live. It'll be badass. Be awesome. So I'm just doing a live off a whim. I'm not gonna keep this live up. But if you have any questions, throw them at me before I go. I'll probably stay on here for 5 more minutes and I gotta go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So. See, I even skipped a nap on my break. Every once in a while I'll take a nap because I woke up really early this morning. So. I can't wait to show. Oh yeah, another thing, I can't wait to show you guys my area where I'm gonna be shooting my videos or my record collection, because I had to get a new. I have so many records. I had to get a new cube organizer for all my records. So I just gotta put that together, and probably when I put that cube organizer together, I'll probably do a quick flip through of my whole vinyl collection. Because I gotta organize them, then I gotta put them on the shelf. Like for example, my Elvis ones. I gotta put them in order by when they came out. From if I have, like, say, Elvis's first album, I got the original pressing, and then I got to do all the rest of the presses that I have and put them in order. So it's gonna be a process, but as I do it, when I get them all in order, maybe like a nice stack, I'll flip through and I'll show you guys real quick. I'll just make it to like a quick thing, and then I'll put them on the shelf. I got a lot of vinyl, man. Lots of vinyl. Of course, Elvis is probably the most I have, and then Prince and Michael Jackson. But I also have other people. I have other artists. I have some rap. I got some R&B, stuff like that. But I don't collect. If I collected everything that I listen to, gosh, man, I would need a basement. If I get another house, I would love the next house to have a basement, have my own area, But I can't wait to show you guys the area I'm gonna be shooting my videos in when I get that cube organizer up. It's gonna be awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. So. All right, I've been on here for a little bit over 48 minutes. So after that, when it hits 50 minutes, I'm out of here, baby. So let me get my shoes back on, because when I'm on break, man, I chill out, take my shoes off and everything. But they're easy to put back on, so here we go. All right, people. Again, I just want to say thank you for stopping by. But how long is my break at work? An hour. But sometimes I go a little bit over. Hi, Johnny from UK. Hey, Lee. I wish you came earlier because I'm about to get off of here. But I just want to say to you guys, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for your support of my channel and subscribing and liking, comments, everything. So I just want to thank you all for that. My channel's starting to grow again since I'm doing videos, and I'm very glad that people are interested in it. And I appreciate you guys for being there and being patient with me too also. So I do appreciate you guys, and I will hopefully see you very soon in another video. Maybe I'll do a video when I get back from Daytona, Florida, of stuff that I find. Hopefully I'll find some good stuff when I'm down there. I'm pretty sure I will. So yeah. Anyways, everyone I hope everyone has a good Sunday, and I hope you all enjoy your day, and you all are staying safe and being well, and I will see you all next time in the next video. See you all later, and goodbye. Later, people.